morning from Siem Reap, and it is currently coming up to 4:30 in the morning. And you might be thinking, what am I doing at this ridiculous hour? But this morning we're going to watch the sunrise at Angkor Wat. So yeah, I think it's totally worth getting up for. So I'm going to wake myself up a little bit and then we'll get going. Alright, so I'm a little bit more awake now. It was about a 10-minute drive on the bus from the hostel to the ticket office. And it cost me $37 for a day pass. And well, let's find my ticket. And I get like my photo on it as well, like a proper mugshot, so that's cool. Right, I'm going to stick with the tour guide now, so I'm not quite sure where he's going to take us, but we'll see next. Alright, so we just got off the bus. I'm not sure if you can hear me. Over the sound of all of these bugs. That sound you can hear is all the bugs in the trees. That is so loud. And it's just coming up to the temple now. To catch sunrise. And we caught it at quite a special time actually as well. Because there's only 3 days of the year, which is yesterday, today and tomorrow, where the sun rises over the main spire.
Group over here, group.
And she is in the distance now. So we're going to walk along this bridge. Oh wow, that feels weird underfoot. It's bobbing along on the water because it's like plastic tiles. So it's not a solid bridge. Well, it's a solid bridge, but you can feel it giving underneath you with the water. We just keep making our way up here. Until we get out in front of the main temple. How loud those bugs are, and they're a little ways away now, but man, are they loud. It's insane. Sunrise movement started coming up yet probably, and it's already super bright here.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to this, if I'm honest. Which is pretty exciting.
Yeah, we go there to yeah, 1 month. I think it's enough for Vietnam.
Alright, here we go. Oh, this is quite busy. Wow, that's impressive looking. Definitely need to get a bit closer.
Sorry.
It's packed here. was no surprise. See if we can get out of the way of everyone. Oh, there we go. Down here. And there she is, obscured by that tree. There are actually loads of people here. Not as many as before, you know, COVID, pre-COVID. We used to have like millions a year, but now not so many. But the numbers are crawling back up. There's more and more people are visiting again. Alright, so it looks like we're getting a bit closer, which to be honest is what I wanted. Where we stopped just then, it was like just far away. I want to be closer. So we're just walking across sopping wet grass at the moment. Spoil some people's photos. Getting in the way accidentally. But wow, that's so impressive.
Here and around is garden around here. But over there and then how do we know this is garden?
Getting closer.
We search about this background the temple. We can see and it's a place for the decorated by the temple also.
Sure, maybe.
Gardens
We can sit on this thing here.
It's a library.
I can't wait for the sun to come up over that. That's gonna be something else.
Okay, yeah.
So we are getting closer. I don't need to zoom in as much. Oops, sorry. It's totally ruined someone's photo again. But yeah, let's get even closer. You can see all the people waiting. Like I said, the sun hasn't even properly come up yet. Well, it hasn't come up yet, and it's so bright. And there you are, the sun is just starting to creep out from behind the temple. It's actually really nice and peaceful here considering how many people there are. Just get a walk up these steps, get a little bit closer. We'll have a walk up here and turn around and see where we came from. people. Okay. There's a lot of people. Oh, there's beautiful close up there. Yeah, that's pretty cool concept. I want to get a bit further back so I can get a better shot of it, actually. Yeah, it's starting to fill up with people now. It's good that we were here so early. Okay, so at some point the sun is just going to come up over there. This is pretty stunning, to be honest. And you can see that sun is just crawling up ever so slightly behind that spire, that tower. What would you call that? Spire tower? Oh. That's quite amazing. Like again, the camera is probably not doing it any justice at all, but it's something else. Wow, need to find my sunglasses now because that is super bright. Alright, and there you have it. Sunrise over Angkor Wat. That's pretty spectacular. Oh, wow.
Can you holding at each other and look to Angkor Wat will be nice. Yes. This will be nice.
We have monkeys.
А вот худенький такой.
Monkey?
Да, меня.
Oh, monkey.
Переведи на фото.
Мама, аккуратнее. Давайте.
Ну все уже. Я куда-то уже нажал.
Я перевел на видео.
Cool. Don't know if you can see them. There's a couple of them over there in the distance, just around here. They were swinging in trees just now. We spotted them, this one here, We spotted him just now, and then all of a sudden he just came and made a beeline straight for us. Yeah, we saw that first monkey. Where is he? Can't see him now. Right. We saw him, and he just came straight at us. It was like, oh, oh, and then straight past us for a family with a bag of bananas. It was like, thought I was going to get taken out by a monkey then. Don't want that. More monkeys. Don't want to get too close. Because they like shiny things. No, my luck, they'll rip on my piercings out. Oh, look at them. They're nice and shiny. Mine. That's cool. Still don't want to get too close. Gone into the main temple now. Just come out through the main entrance and taking a right. You can see all these carvings in the walls. It's huge. Wow.
First and the royal family, second family, they are Persian.
And it stretches all the way down there.
The name group Karwa. For the royal family, the name group Karwa.
There's loads of detail in that as well. Alright, so the red part of the colour that it used to be, and it's all faded, and it's all smooth, but it's from when the roof collapsed and the rainy season just wore away the original colour. And you can see how it's like really smooth along the bottom. That's because so many people were touching it. And when they made it a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1992, I think, then basically they stopped people from touching the things.
Six countries, they cooperate in my country, Cambodia, and the restaurant Germany, and here
We're actually inside the main temple now of Angkor Wat. Sounds of building work going on. There's constant building work actually, because they're constantly repairing and to stop the temples from falling down and stuff. Wow. I'm pretty sure that we can get up in that at some point. And those are the spires you could see from out the front. Look at it from the corner of the courtyard. And they've got like a sound stage there as well, because the king was here yesterday and they had a big ceremony and everything.
early. Okay, right. By getting swimming.
I want to go in there. We're inside the temple now, and there's a lot of work going on. Restoration work stuff. Oh, those steps are super steep. Wow. Okay. It's actually really nice and cool in here now. The sun's blazing outside. So just a little chance to get out of the sun for a bit. It's really nice actually.
Okay, everybody get down. The Buddha statue, it was cut off the head out because of people stoning it.
And we're just coming out into the upper courtyard.
So that's why Sucrit saw that. He think that, oh, maybe it's fine. And then he brought the big stone.
That's cool.
On the face of the woman. And while it buried and bring it down. And he computed that his father wanted to.
Can't actually fit everything in the shot. Like I'm pretty much with my back up against the corner of the courtyard. Looks really good in this light as well. We are going up that. To the top and have a scope about. Just a little queue. Like that. It's only a small queue, it's going to be worth it. Okay. And up we go. Oh, wow, it's hot in this sun. Alright, so you have to take your hat off as a mark of respect, but we're now inside one of the main courtyards upstairs. It's awesome to think how old this place is. Like 12th century. And the fact that it only took 37 years to build would help with 4,000 elephants as well, mind, but it's still pretty quick for something like this. And they had to make pulley systems and stuff and get the elephant to pull the blocks up for the towers. You have 4 courtyards all surrounding the main tower. Just have a little wander through here. Here, so there's a little window. Just have a look out over the other temples. Okay. Not sure how many temples they said there were in total. Quite a few. like 30, 40 something together. And that's where we came in and watched the sun come up from. And you can see a hot air balloon, that white thing just above the gate. That must be pretty cool. Watching the sun come up over here in a hot air balloon. One of the officials here just told some woman to stop climbing on the stuff. There goes your Instagram photo, love. Okay, now we head back down. I gotta put this down first. We are now at one of the other temples called Kaprom. Which is slightly younger than Angkor Wat, the main one, at 800 years old. And it was all abandoned when the king moved his residence to Phnom Penh, and that's why you have all these trees growing through everything. But the trees aren't growing at the moment anymore because they actually put chemicals in the trees to keep them alive but stop them from growing and wrecking any more of the temple. There you go. Okay, you can see there's a lot of damage here, which has been caused by the jungle and bombs during the war. Would you look at that? That is awesome. Check that monster out. There's some serious roots. Alright, this temple is also called the Hall of Dances. And this is what it looked like before it was restored. And that's what it looks like now. We are inside the Hall of Dances now. Just here. Yeah, you can see the statue of Buddha, which was put up by the king. The reason it has no head is when the new king came along, who was Hindu, just lopped off the head of the Buddha, and they did it in all the little sculptures as well, and you know, okay, we're not Buddhist anymore, we're Hindu now, gone. And they could replace the head if they wanted to, but they don't, because they just want to preserve history, basically. It's actually really nice and cool in this temple. Actually, temperature's a bit lower than it is outside. It's pretty unforgiving outside. I think it's something like 36 degrees. So I'm just getting every bit of shade I can at the moment. Got these little wooden walkways you can walk around on through the whole place.
Do it again from here to there. Okay. There are more people. Okay.
Nice. So what, all these roots have taken over everything. It's extending. Look at those roots. There's something else. Up until quite recently, people thought that the million people who used to live here when this was a thriving metropolis, they thought it was a mass migration, which they've learned now it wasn't. If you look at an overhead map of Angkor Wat, you'll see like a huge rectangle, which is a massive man-made lake where they siphoned all the water from surrounding areas to supply farms and irrigation and stuff like that. But like I said, it wasn't a mass migration. It was a slow migration because the waters started to disappear because they suffered, I think it was like a 6-year drought. And as the waters dried up, then the population slowly dissipated over a period of 20 years and not mass migration. So there's some history for you.
Very happy. All right, you remember at the corner here, around here, like the south, at the southwest. You remember here? Yeah, here. You explore around here, southwest. Yeah.
We are now outside Bayun Temple. I'm sure that's how you pronounce it. And unlike Angkor Wat, which took 30 odd years to build, Bayun took 49 years to build. And don't know if you can see all these faces on the towers behind me, but around this whole temple there's 196 faces in total all around the temple. So we'll go and check them out now. This is quite a bit bigger than the last one we went to. Actually. I'm not sure if you can see all the little holes in stones, flagstones and stuff. That's where they used to drill the holes through the stone and jam bamboo through it so they could transport the stone here. Like you can see the holes in the walls and everywhere in the stone. this is actually where they filmed Tomb Raider. Sound of those bugs in the trees, it's so loud. It gets quieter and louder, quieter and louder.
Here is about the fighting on the right side, Chinese people on the left.
I think this is basically where I call it a day. There's so many temples here and so much to see. There's no way you can hopefully see hardly any of it in just one day. Been here for about 8-9 hours already, and the sun is so relentless. It's really hard to spend any amount of time like out in the actual sun looking about. I need something to drink, and I need to rehydrate. You know, if I could stay longer, I'd buy a 3-day pass and spend 3 days walking around this place. It's outstanding. I'm so glad I came and saw that sunrise this morning. That was amazing. That like spectacular, and well worth getting up at ridiculous o'clock in the morning and having no sleep for. But I'm starting to flag a little bit now, so yeah, I'm gonna call it a day. Hope you've enjoyed, because I have, and I'll see you in the next vid. Ciao for now.